So your role as digital leaders is really to ensure that everything connects. The online and the offline connects, because at the end of the day, this is what the customer sees and this is what the customer expects.
So it's not just about digital marketing. We always work with the revenue management, marketing, communication, sales, and then, sometimes events all together. So that collaboration, and I've seen that led by our digital cluster team, you need to be really proud of yourself that you always lead this kind of strategy and tactics, for the hotels together. So continue with that, very close, collaboration together and partnership.
This is really the most amazing opportunity for you to really get to collaborate, learn from each other, and become better friends. I mean, Min and I have been on many a conference and meetings. We've traveled together, and I really think it's the best opportunity. This is why we work for Hyatt. It's also for amazing opportunities to build solid relationships, to collaborate, to throw ideas on the wall and see what sticks, what doesn't, but also to give your experience from different sides of the region. I mean, we all have we have different backgrounds, we're diverse in so many ways, and it's really good to understand all of that. So on the fun side, make sure you have a lot of it.
I'm in C Digital meetings, so it's a great chance to be here. So I got to meet people from other regions, so I understand more about their markets, and it's good to get to know all the peoples. And thank you everyone Hyatt for making this happen. Thank you.
I'm Druk. Nice to meet you. It's my first time meeting you. So I'm in charge of the Vietnam market. Right now I'm currently managing 2 properties in Vietnam.
And I believe it will be a great opportunities for me to really practice on the new knowledge and new thing we have learned from all the market, and then apply back to our market, implement on our day-to-day execution, and also reflect on our strategy, especially given this challenging time. So once again, thank you to the team. Have learned so much, and looking forward to meeting all of you guys soon. Thank you.
Take on this new cluster role, managing 2 teams in terms of marketing comms and also in digital. That's something that I'm still managing, and I'm hoping to learn a lot from everyone here who are taking care of more properties in different areas.
I'm very happy to be here, especially I believe that this is the first business trip for many of us. I believe one thing that I'm going to bring home with me to Singapore is not just a lot of new learnings and information that will help me in my work, but also so many friendships that I've made, whether it's from Thailand or Indonesia or from Vietnam, but also our colleagues in the Hong Kong hub. And thank you for your time.
So I'm taking care of digital marketing for 5 hotels in Thailand. And what is really standing out for me from this strategy would be leveraging on Grow Up Hyatt, because I think we understand the loyalty program is very important to maintain people within the brand.
สวัสดีค่ะคุณ Karina. First of all, thank you very much for bringing us here in Bali, and we appreciated these opportunities, and we learned a lot in the process from technical perspective as well as bonding perspective. This trip is a very good boost of confidence that we are coming back from the challenge from each market. And what I learned personally, I'm not that introvert, and then I can take step forward to talk to people. So thank you again, and we hope for the next summit we will see you in person as well. Thank you.
You know, in the past, pre-COVID, a lot of it was about global promotions, but obviously what COVID taught us is that we really needed to be very locally relevant. Who is it? Zulki! Thank you, Zulki, for taking care of everybody.
We're here in beautiful Bali at the amazing Hyatt Regency, and we've just been taken care of by Pak Zulki and the entire team here since we arrived. This has been a really special 3 days for us. The ability to bring together digital colleagues from Thailand, from Vietnam, from Singapore, from Indonesia into this very unique and incredible and beautiful destination of Bali at a moment when there's really something very exciting happening in the market, with inbound guests starting to come back in a big way. And so the ability to connect with each other in real life, to exchange ideas, to bond, to build relationships that we're going to take with us back into our day jobs. And so I'm so grateful not only to Pak Zulki and the entire team for allowing us to have this incredible event here, but also to Karina, to Mr. Udell and the entire Hyatt leadership for supporting digital, for supporting all of our colleagues to come to this market.
Some of the things that you may not realize about my market, this one maybe you do, but it was quite shocking for me, the percentage of international guests prior COVID versus now. We realized there are more than average of 94% of total guests. Mostly if like Ubud and Manggis, it was even 96%, and it moved to 5% of total guests, even to like 2 to 3% of total guests. So it was a huge shift in market for all hotels. So very challenging for us to learn about the domestic market, and also the channels and the platforms that we have to use to reach them was a new challenge for us.
So the theme is really about learning and shared opportunity. Over here, just being able to spend time with the hotels as well as all our colleagues across Southeast Asia, we learned that there are so many opportunities that are not only relevant in one market, but actually relevant for a number of them. For example, WhatsApp is a huge consumer behavior, and we heard about how guests would like to book their reservations through WhatsApp, all the way including sending credit card or payment information. So that seems to be an opportunity where we can unlock not just for one hotel, but across all our hotels in Indonesia. Similarly, we also talked about the challenges around some brand awareness for our newer brands like Alila and Andaz. Lastly, we also unearthed destination marketing as an opportunity for us, where we can actually leverage our scale of our multiple hotels within, say, a destination like Bali or maybe even Bangkok, so that we are more efficient with our media spend and ultimately drive more direct bookings to our hotels.
So it's very heavily focused on leisure demand at the moment, and so there's, I would say, an even increased focus on what we're doing in the digital space to capture that leisure demand.
So I think the communication part there, just now when we say that we have to keep on communicating with all the relevant parties, I definitely think that is something that really has to happen a lot, especially when we do regional offers.
So that's why we are trying to show that there is more, a booking on direct is more profitable overall for an hotel, because beyond the consideration of having to spend additional money on media or additional money on cluster, etc., you still are very much cheaper than an OTA booking, right? We could go as far as spending 21% of our revenue on Hyatt.com. That will still get us business cheaper than an OTA.
And we see this language to be not just a solution that is needed for the Arabic websites or Arabic hotels, but we see this as an opportunity to go after and win the loyalty of Arabic travelers that by and large travel across the world. They could travel to Singapore, Hong Kong, they could be traveling to New York, London, other places which are not sort of Arabic speaking cities or hotels, but these hotels need an avenue for marketing themselves to Arabic travelers.
I'm Swastiastu. I'm Dedi, based in Bali. I representing a few hotels in Southeast Asia. I take this opportunity to say thanks to Karina for support us to have this great meeting in digital marketing. I learned more of global perspective digital marketing strategy execution and successful stories from clusters. I hope this meeting will continue in the near future. Thank you.
Of all the places I could be, I just want to be here with you.